Hello, welcome back guys on my channel. So today I finally built my Saber. Yeah, you already know that I'm a bit of a late to this party because most of the people who already played this game for a regular basis and also have the Saber from the day one, which is like a 7 or 8 months ago of this release of 8 collab, they already built the Saber and also used her so many endgame modes and also have the experience with her. But in my case, as a F2B player who didn't even use any kind of single battle pass and also the monthly pass, I have to get a new character to compete with a new endgame. So I have to build that new character with their perfect relic stats. For that perfect relic stats, there is some kind of a two things happen. If you are really lucky, you might be really build that character within a weeks. But if you are not lucky, then you have to spend more than 1 month to get the perfect relics for your particular characters. So in my case, I'm very of a mediocre luck when it comes to the relic, or you can say the artifact luck. So in that case, I have to face kind of a caveat when it comes to build a perfect character with their perfect status. So for that reason, I cannot even build the Saber because Saber is not even considered as a meta character. It is one of those characters where you can have a good amount of time if you just really have her, or you can say if you are really a hardcore Fate franchise or Fate Grand Order games franchise, then I guess you can even have her and also you will enjoy playing with her in this game with this kind of high quality animations. But there is some kind of a things that you have to remember that they didn't even added the English voice for this Fate, not actually in English voice. There is also another character which is a free character they already gave us into this game, which is the Fate character as well as, and their character is none other than the Archer. And now an Archer and also the Saber, one of those two limited characters they were announced when their Fate franchise was releasing into this game. But the Saber was the limited one where you have to pull for her and also pull for her weapon, but when it comes to Archer you do not have to. So you even get him one copy from the by logging this game. If you're a really new player, also a Fate fan, then you might be playing this game and also grab this character for free. Besides, his weapon was kind of a controversial things because when the patch this banner was running, there was kind of a single event was going on where you have to pour your 200 limited pulls on any kind of limited banner. This is called a limited banner and this is called the standard banner. So if you just somehow put the 200 pulls into this limited banner, you will get a free copy of this Archer's light cone. So for that reason, the people who really spend 200 pulls on that banner, they might get the Archer light cone. But as myself who cannot even complete the 200 pulls, I do not have this light cone, so I am just better off using the Stellar Cruiser sign, which is a Harta free light cone. If you're just playing the regular game or regular weekly bosses, then you might even have this light cone, which is a cruising stellar sim with a superimposition 5, or you can say the R5 from the Genshin Impact language. Okay, without further ado, let's see how much of a impact of the Saber into this current meta, because from the last time that I have saw her, that people were using so many comps or so many team comps on a MOC, but that was more than 5 months ago. But I did not even see any of the people are using her on this current meta, on this current endgame, which is MOC, Pure Fiction and also the Apocalyptic Shadows. So I'm going to see is my Saber can even complete with this MOC with a sustainable player. Besides, I also pull her signature Lightcon because I'm a huge Fate fan, and so as I was getting the Saber and also not getting her Lightcon was not even a question. So I was just devoted myself to get a Saber copy and one copy and also get her signature light code to complete her whole showcase. But I didn't even get the Archer light code, which was a very sad. Okay, that's not the main thing. Main thing is that let's show you the build what I have already built on her, and also what kind of light cone I have put on her, and what kind of trace I have on her, and also what kind of relics as well as. So first and foremost, let's see her status, which is a speed one. I didn't even put her on a boot speed, but her speed is just totally goes up to 100 because I got already so many speed status on my another pieces of stat. So the crit rate and crit damage is a very much of a good sustainable amount, 74% crit rate and also crit damage 208. So the Litecoin that I'm using, which I already mentioned about, which is a signature Litecoin offer, which is also going to be best in slot, because this Litecoin not even going to give you a crit damage, which is 36%, but also give you a warp amount of a good chunk of energy, or you can say the ultimate energy for her, which you cannot even get from the relics or also other options. So you have to get her ultimate to do a proper rotation, or you can say the perfect rotation. For the trace, or you can say the skills, I already make her 10-10-10, but not even a single attack, because this single attack is not even going to be do any kind of damage. For that reason, I'm just didn't even level up and also keep it in a level 1. Okay, for the relic set which I use is a Phenon's best in slot set, and this set is going to give you a good amount of crit damage and also really helps you to do the ultimate damage more than ever, which is a very much of a good thing, because what the Saver's gameplay is totally based on her using her skill, and her ultimate is the main damage of our whole source. So you have to remember that, and also put her the ultimate damage option whatever you can. And also remember that to put her the highest amount of ultimate damage option when you are dealing the damage on field on her in any kind of endgame mode. For the first set, which is a totally Phenon set, I'm already using a crit damage body, and because the team that I'm going to use, where I'm going to get a lots of crit rate, that's why I'm just using the crit damage. If you have a good substrate amounts of crit rate, which I didn't even get it, this one is kind of considered as a good one, because it has a attack speed and crit damage, which is not even how much of a roll it got. Sorry, why did I just choose it? I have to choose it, this one. Let's say how much of a, yes, it was like a one roll that I got on a crit damage in this piece, so this is not even a good one. So if you just somehow get a good crit rate piece, you can even use it on her. You do not have to worry about it. For the boots, I already use a attack piece, which is not even considered as a good one, because in here I already got like at least one roll on a HP, flat HP, which is not even a good one, and also one roll on a like a flat attacks too, because it is a attack piece. You won't even get a attack percentage on as a substrate in here. I didn't even get any roll on the crit rate, which is a very bad situation in here. So for the orb set, which is the most important things, if you just somehow want to deal a sustainable amount of damage with your Saber, and also do a lots of high amount of ultimate damage, which is the main source of our damage, you have to use this Solsato moving city, or you can say the Solsato set from the orb pieces. Why? Because in here it will give you a crit at 8%, and also when the crit rate reach 50% or higher, it will give you a follow-up attack and also ultimate damage for up to 15%, which is also a good one, because in here the Saber did not even give you a dedicated towards the follow-up attack, but one of her attack where she can even get a 100% action advance to do a enhanced skill attack, which can also be considered as a follow-up attack, and for that reason this can also helps you to do like a skill damage also, as well as, and also the ultimate damage as well as too. So for the rope, I am already using the attack, because this is a DPS character. If you don't even use her attack, then you won't get as much of a damage that I'm going to show you. So that's all for this relic set. I also have a like a zero Eidolon. I'm not even going to pull for another Eidolon, because I really love her, but not that much of a love her that I'm going to use all of my resource to make her C6, which is not going to be really worth it for me, because in HSR Parkif is going to really happen very fast, and I'm one of those meta player who really considered my pulls and also my currency for each and every character that I'm going to pull for it. Okay, the teams that I'm going to using for Saber, which is none other than to consist of a 2 harmony and also 1 sustain, which is a free one, and first one is a Robin. But if you have the Trivi, then you can even use it, because Trivi is going to be a really better version of Robin, because Robin is going to give you only two things. First one is a attack percentage, and also second one is action, follow-up action advance. And other than that, the follow-up attack, which is going to be helpful for a follow-up attack character, but for this Saber, she's not even a follow-up attacker. She can even give you like follow-up kind of things, but this is not actually a true follow-up damage. And other than that, the Sunday is the main important things here, because if you don't even use the Sunday, you cannot even use the, or you can say the uptime the Saber's ultimate, which is the main damage source of her, because Sunday's ultimate is going to give you a certain characters as kind of a 15 to 20% amount of energy, and also can give you a certain amount of crit damage and 20% crit rate, which is really helpful for a DPS character if that character is a crit rate crit damage DPS. You have to mind it. And other than that, this character is not even going to give you a permanent amount of shield, but also can give you a high amount of base attack, or you can say the whole basic attack for your whole teammates. For a DPS character, attack percentage is very much of a helpful than anything else. Now for this endgame mode, which I'm going to use is the Apocalyptic Shadow. Okay, for this team, I'm going to use this one. Yes, and the buff they are trying to give us into this side is totally not gated towards our Saber. It is totally on physical characters, and I'm gonna use the physical ones. It is what it is, because Apocalyptic Shadow is all about breaking the enemy's toughness bar. The much more faster that you are going to break, the much more damage that you are going to put on that character. That's all about the Apocalyptic Shadow. Okay, can we do that? There we go. Our Sunday's ultimate to our Saber. Normal enhance skill, and also going to give the Excalibur, which is the main ultimate damage source from the our Saber. Okay, Show me what you got. Hmm, not bad, not bad. Here we go, our Robin's ultimate, and she's going to give you 100% to your whole teammates. Pretty much good thing. Here we go, MVP Lunai's ultimate, which going to break this minion's toughness bar, and our Excalibur. Let's see, is it going to be really great impact on it or not? Okay, that's a good damage that they pulled off right now. Here we go. On Robin's ultimate to pull each and every one into this current action advance. Sorry, I just totally mismatched my speed tune, because if you just speed tune, it should be under the, sorry, it should be front of Sunday, not under the Sunday, which I totally messed up when building her. I should have just lowered her speed and also higher up the Sunday's speed, which is going to really helpful, but it is what it is. Ooh, 1.3 million. Okay. Well, it should be tend to happen, because when you are going to break the toughness bar of the any apocalyptic shadow bosses, there will be much more higher vulnerability to take more damage than ever. Oh man, two minions just got back again. So I guess that's all for her showcase and also build and also other things relics. If you really like this video, leave a like, and also if you have any kind of comments regarding this topic and also regarding my Saber builds and also other opinion that I share in this video, please feel free to comment on the comment section. I will be reply all of your comments, and see you on the next video. Peace.